you are a successful entrepreneur and philanthropist, two things that go hand in hand with one another. If you were to give some advice to the aspiring entrepreneurs amongst us, what would it be? And in your experience, what personality traits do you believe are essential for success in school and in life?
Well, I think there are three important attributes necessary for success at any stage of your life, not just school. But they apply very well even to school. And they are, first, competence; second, commitment; and third, character. That is, you must put in a lot of hard work to develop that competence. There are some students who are not very comfortable in mathematics. Those students will have to put in extra work in mathematics. I tell you my own life story. It was 1961, 62 years ago. I got fourth rank amongst 100,000 students who were taking the school living examination in my state of Karnataka. So I went to my father, and he was a very tough man. He said, "Young man, what happened to the other three?" Anyway, I had no answer. Then he looked at my marks card. I had gotten less marks in history. I was pretty good in mathematics, in science, those things. He said, "Why didn't you study history well? What happened?" Then he told me something which helped me later on. I mean, I got third rank in pre-university. I got first rank in all my engineering, all of that. And his solution was this: whatever subject you are weak in, you have to allocate more time to studying that. And he said, how do you make sure that you are disciplined to regularly follow that regime? He said, write down a timetable. And he was a teacher himself. So that was when I realized the importance of writing down a timetable, ponder a little bit about which subject I was weak in or weaker in, and give it a little bit more time to study every week, and then measure month by month whether I was improving in that field. And therefore, what I would request every one of you is form a timetable. Before that, of course, understand what are the subjects that you like and what are the subjects that you are not very comfortable with. Form a timetable. Give a little bit more time for the subjects that you are not very comfortable with or that you don't like. And you will be surprised how you will be able to master even those subjects that you don't like. You know, I mean, I started learning piano at the age of 76. You know, it's possible. You know, most of you probably would all play, and when you're young, it's very easy, very, very easy. But as you grow older, it's difficult. But even for old people, it is possible as long as you are regular, you have a timetable, you are systematic. So I would say that's one. Second, you have to respect your teacher. Because if you, no matter how smart you are, you may be the smartest fellow, it doesn't matter. But if you want to learn what the teacher is teaching you, the first requirement is you have to respect the teacher. The moment you start respecting the teacher, you will start listening to that person. And the moment you start listening to that person, you will automatically start learning. And I have found myself that when I sat down in the class and listened very carefully to my teacher, that saved me probably 4 to 5 times the amount of time that I would have taken if I had to learn it by myself outside the classroom. So therefore, please respect your teachers. And many times it happens, at least it has happened in my case. These are new teachers. They also have their own insecurities. When this is the first time they are facing all these wonderful children, so they may not come out to the expectation, but it is your responsibility, in order to get the best from them, to respect them, provide them opportunity to improve, and you will be the beneficiary. Third, I think, particularly this is true particularly in STEM subjects, that you know what STEM is. I don't need to tell you, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And perhaps in economics and philosophy, which requires logic, and economic requires mathematics, some mathematics at least. In these subjects, whatever you learn in the class, outside the classroom, think about applying it to the real world around you. The moment you start doing it, as I already explained in the short lecture I gave, the clarity of those ideas becomes so much better. So, and then, you have to spend a little bit of time every day playing games in the playground. That's very important, because just focusing only on studies is not going to make you a full human being. In order to interact with others, in order to help each other, in order to exhibit teamwork, in order to have a cohesive vision or a cohesive target amongst 11 people or whatever it is, 2 people, doesn't matter. You have to play the game, because studies, unfortunately, is not teamwork. In some subjects, like in the chemistry and physics laboratories, or maybe biology laboratories, there may be a little bit of teamwork. But even then, in the examination, you are alone. I haven't come across any teamwork in the examination. On the other hand, sports is the only area where teamwork is most important, even in examination, right? If Indian cricket team wants to win against Australia, it's not just sufficient that one batsman or one bowler do all the stuff. So therefore, please play a little bit of sports every day. My father, when he was a high school headmaster, he used to lock the doors, lock the compound gates. at 4:30, and 4:30 to 5:30, everybody in the school had to play. Didn't matter what class, what age he or she was. So therefore, I could go on and on, but I would say that these are some of the things that I have learned from my own life.